welcome Gemini to your January 2025 Astro Dice reading. Hope you friends are doing great out there. If you friends like this, hit that big old like button and subscribe. Okay, guys, let's see what's going on with you. Best message coming out. Ooh, first reading of the new year. Although it's not the new year yet, but it is the first reading of the new year. Let's see. How exciting. This is going to be the year of the snake. And if you guys have not watched your New Year's resolution forecast yet, guys, or not resolution, but forecast, you will have resolutions. I seen that. But if you haven't watched your forecast yet, go ahead and find that. It's in the playlist. Okay, so every reading is in the playlist for you. Let's get in here. Very excited for this year. We have a lot of Venus and Jupiter and Saturn influence. Right now, though, we're going to have this big Pluto influence coming in right now, which is going to help for that transformation. So getting right in here, you do have some Virgo energy with some Uranus going on in the first house. Nice. I'm sorry, guys. Got to keep these together here. My markers, otherwise you won't be able to see it. So going over here, you have this Uranus coming through. Going first into the first house. So I like that. Your potential for sudden change, enlightenment, and awakening. And doing it Virgo style. Going to get straight to work over here. The energy around you is dutiful, hesitant, and humble with a discriminating, diligent, and painstaking air. Going straight into the first house of what people see and the impressions you give, and also to yourself. I wish it would say that on here as she's looking in the mirror, because you're kind of looking at yourself as well in the first house, because it is just about you, your soul, your mission, your plan. You know, I mean, that's the first house would be your sun, right? So it's like, what is my purpose, right, within this situation? So, you know, and then, of course, that will spark off, right, also what people see. And sometimes what you see is not what others see as well. But a lot of times they do, right? So this is your self-awareness. So, yeah, I like this because it's like devoting your time to yourself right now as you're really moving towards what it is I really want. Ready for the future success, validation, you know, of yourself and from maybe other people as well within this positive development that you're making within the roles of your life, right? So let's get in here and see what's going on with you. I wonder if I can move that over just a little bit. I think I can. I think the camera will capture it. They just seem a little close. Okay, I think that'll be good. Okay, let's get in here and see what's going on. Getting straight into the situation. The situation is taking place in the beginning of the month, the middle of the month, and the end of the month, going straight to the beginning of the month. What is it that's under Uranus? Why are you having this sudden change, right? Why are you having this awakening, the understanding of your creative endeavors? Wow. Creativity moving right through you. Oh, we will have that Capricorn new moon on the 30th as well. So that could also be a rollover because that portal will still be open. Okay, so I am going to bring that up because the portal will still be open, meaning you're still going to be getting some of that new moon energy, right? So that could be actually giving you that Capricorn energy, but it's also the energy of the what is it that's going on? Hold on, let me get my notes here for a second, guys. The intenseness of Mars opposite of Pluto, bringing in that transformation within that Capricorn. So you're actually getting that you know, could be getting some really intensities. And it looks like you're getting that sudden awareness of where I want to put my energy. How can I be creative? What can I do to spark new things within my life? Right? What successes am I going after? Great time for New Year's resolutions. Okay, so, and you know, you have a lot of rewards coming. I mean, you guys, as your New Year's was off the chart. I was looking for it right now, guys, because it was like pretty off the chart over here. If I can see it, if I have it written down, 2025, Gemini, right here, a new year of potentials and abundance. Yeah. So I mean, yeah, and it's like you're already making that kind of outside of the gate, getting kind of busy over here. Friends and colleagues. So definitely the people around you, how you can get creative with the people around you, and having those creative sparks from other people as well. Wow. Okay, so it says just don't fragment your energy. I guess it's going to have to go there because now it's showing me, hey, that's a little too close. A little too close for comfort. Okay, there we go. So having this fragmented energy, it just says be careful of this fragmented energy. When you are creating things and you're looking for things, don't spread yourself so thin, right? Even just anywhere you're going, right? Maybe you're running around trying to get all these different things done, right? Trying to, pick up loose ends, trying to put things back together, trying to start new projects. So it says just don't wear yourself out over here. I do have 2 brand new decks from Christmas. Love that. Thank you. My son got these for me. So I do have the this new deck here, guys, is amazing. Okay. That's what we're going to be using. Okay, and then we got this one over here too, which is called the Sacred Soul. Okay, so I'll show you my new cards. You'll see these as we go. So yeah, I was looking for the box, but I didn't see the box. I don't know what I did with it now. That's okay. So let's see what's going on here. I played with them a little bit, but let's just make sure here, right? Give it a little more energy, guys. Give them a little more energy. They are new. So we have, the High Priestess coming out. So yeah, this is about, having that sacred knowledge within yourself, that there's that Uranus coming out, that awakening with the High Priestess, saying, I'm using my intuition, definitely wanting to commit to something that's creative, wanting to commit to, other things, having this greater understanding of where I'm going and what I want to accomplish. Yeah. So I love it because, you're already an analytical thinker. So I know for a fact you guys are already like thinking about what it is you truly want. There's no hesitation there. But now it's about using that intuition and understanding that, sky's the limit. Nothing can hold me back. Because that's what the High Priestess says. Look, she has nothing over her head except for the universe itself. Right? The only thing she has over her head is the moon that sits on her hat. Otherwise, it's all open space. So she's saying, anything here I can do. I can do this. There's no restrictions. I have the knowledge within and I can do this. I have a greater understanding and mindset of where it is I want to look, where I want to put my energy. And coming out under the friends and colleagues over here, you have the Knight of Swords. So I love that because this is saying, yeah, you know what? There's nothing hesitating. I'm not hesitating about this situation when it comes to my friends, my colleagues, my coworkers. It's saying I'm fast thinking, I'm dependable. So your friends are going to, how are they seeing you in the first house? There it is. Boom. And how are you seeing yourself? You're seeing yourself as saying, I got this. I'm going to get here. I have this higher awareness and enlightenment and understanding. And your friends are saying, hey, whoa, wait, hold on a second. Gemini's on a roll over here. They're dependable, fast thinking. They're on a move, right? Wow. So there's going to be a lot of collaborative effort over here. Okay, and you could be sensing a lot of progress around you, around what it is you truly want, knowing where you're going. It just says be careful of fragmenting your energy. Yes, right? Because there is a lot of personal celebration over here, but you don't want to have this breakdown in communication. You don't want to have this, whoa, hold on a second. You're moving so fast over here, Gemini, I can't keep up with you because you're on this roll. So they see you kind of fragmenting energy. You're kind of going here, kind of going there, because your mindset, you're looking at all kinds of different things, but you know what it is you want. But I just feel like they can't keep up. They can't keep up with you. Right? They can't keep up with you. You know, if you, it's like you have this personal development, all these ideas going, you're ready to rock and roll. But everybody else is like, slow down. I understand you're on a roll over here and you're just like, you know, on top of the world. But I just feel like people are having a hard time keeping up. Right? They're having a hard time keeping up with you and all these great new discussions and these great new ideas that you have going on in the beginning of the year. It's like the celebration of the understanding. I get it. I got it. Let's go. And they're like, whoa, slow down. I can't get with you. We can't keep up. So let's see what's going on in the mid-month over here. Wow, guys, this is a way to come out of the gate, right? You're coming out of that gate into 2025 like a race, literally a racehorse. And we're the fastest cards in the deck. Okay, so in the mid-month, where are we going? Show us where we're going. Could have somebody around you that's trying to keep you in stuck energy. I did see this stuck energy when I was shuffling. So I do feel with the dark thoughts coming out that you're coming out of this place where you're not allowing any restraining thoughts, any dark thoughts, or you're not allowing anyone to put these ideas into your mind. You have the sudden awareness that some people are just not thinking the way I'm thinking. Some people are just too stuck in their ways. Some people are just too stuck in looking for, you know, the fear mongering. They're looking for the darkness. They're looking for, hey, you know what? I don't know about that, Gemini. And you're saying, no, 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 no. So I do have this sudden awareness that you are surrounded by somebody who just doesn't understand. Someone who doesn't want to take the steps that you're taking. Someone who just doesn't see the way you're seeing it. Okay? So you're planning this action and they're saying, I don't know. I don't know about that. So you do feel like you're kind of up against a wall. Somebody's got you up against the wall over here in this understanding. There's a different mindset going on, but you feel like they're being very negative about the situation. Okay, whether it's in, you know, the colleagues, the friends, the romance, the love, whoever this is. Okay, but you're going to find this, you know what, that they're not on this celebration idea because your great awakening is something more that they can fathom. They don't understand. Oh, I don't know why you could see our business doing so well. It's doing horrible. How could you see it that way, Gemini? Well, because I'm very optimistic about the new year, because I'm very optimistic that we can pick up the pace. I'm very optimistic that, you know, we can do things. And you sitting over here in this dark corner, you know, shrouding yourself. So they're going to see you very optimistic when they feel like they're very pessimistic. And it might even be more than one person. It could just be coworkers and stuff. Hey, how is this going to work? You know, they said that if we didn't pick up the pace this year, they're going to shut this place down. You see what I'm saying? So, or, you know, or your love is very, your lover, your friend, your family, whoever this person is, they're not seeing it the way you're seeing it. Because you're coming out of the gate very dreamy, very optimistic, on a roll. You have this sudden insight. You're the high priestess, but they can't be there. You have this great awakening, this, oh, I got this. And they can't see that. They can't see it. And yet, you know what it really feels like, my friends? Really tell you the truth. They don't want to see it either. A lot of people, they shroud themselves within darkness, and it's too hard to get up. It's easier to say it can't happen. It's easier to say that it won't than it is to pick up the pace and say, oh, I see where you're coming from. This could be a great thing. So they do see you coming out of the gate. They do see you in this personal transformation and transition. This is a personal transition card, right? But you're trying not to fragment all this energy, but yet now we know why. Now we know why you're also doing so, because you have, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. And you're grabbing all these different ideas, grabbing all these different, we would say like cups. I'm grabbing all these different cups of ideas, right? With the 7 of Cups in its own way, right? But they're not seeing that. They can't share this with you. They can't open up the mind enough to share this with you. So it looks like you're taking the steps and planning the actions. They see you doing something, but they can't really put a hand in it, because if they put a hand into it, it's more like it's pessimistic. It's negative. They can't get on board. It doesn't matter even if it's at home and it's like, no, honey, I see how we're going to get out of these bills. And your husband or your wife's like, no, I don't see how that's going to happen. Okay, you're shooting for stars and rainbows and really? But are they? But are you? Are you really? Because if in seriousness, whether or not you are or not is not the point. The point is as long as you keep yourself at least within a place of being optimistic, there's hope. And that's what you're saying. There's hope. We see that also with the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is also a card of hope. Forget the Star card. You know for a fact it's hope, right? But the Four of Wands is a part of hope because it's reaching a milestone. Even though it's in reverse, the only reason it's in reverse is because they're not seeing it. They have lack of support of what you're talking about. They see you coming out of the gate, but they can't really 100% support that because they don't know how. So in the mid-month, you're realizing why they can't support you is because they're filled with this fear. They're filled with all these negative emotions, thoughts, and feelings. So yes, you're going after your self-development. Now just be careful of perfectionism, right? Because it does feel like you're trying to over-perfect something. And they may even be seeing that you're trying to over-perfect something, okay? So just be careful of that. And that's just because you see them as not being motivated enough. So you're taking the steps yourself. Absolutely, because you're in a competition challenge mode. Oh, you want to put me into a competition? You want me to show you how it's going to be done? Oh, you want me to take the wheel over here? You want me to show how this is? You could be very defensive about this because they're trying to tell you that they are unmotivated to see your way. So yes, when push comes to shove, you're pushing back, saying, no, watch this. I'm going to plan this action myself then. Or I'll take Sally over here who's on the same route. It doesn't mean that there's nobody 100% with you if you're in a group setting. Okay. Now, if you're not in a group setting and it's just you, then you are 100% doing so, right? You watch me, husband, I will do this. You watch me, wife, I got this, right? Yeah, planning the action because you're feeling down about the situation because you're overly optimistic right now, but they see you. How do they see you in the first house? Overly optimistic to the point to where they say, oh, you know, you're overly optimistic. You're going to get hurt. This is going to hurt you because you're being overly optimistic. But that's their negative viewpoint. Okay. So they definitely see you as being overly optimistic. They feel like you're a little arrogant about the situation. I must feel like some of them are like, okay, well, if you can do it, then do it yourself. It's like, wow, thanks. But like I said, you could have someone around you if it's in a setting who wants to help you. Okay, they see that you're onto something. They see if it's at work, you know, if this was within another person, they see, they want to collaborate with you. They see where you're coming from. So you got, if you're in a workplace, if you're with more than one person, this other person is saying, hey, wait a minute. I see where you're onto something. I don't see you as being overly optimistic. I don't see you as being arrogant, you know, or egomatic about the situation. I see that you're trying to do something. I see that you have this overall awareness that you want to build on something and we need to get going. Okay? If it's just the one person, they're going to see you building this. They're going to see you start planning this action. They don't know where you're going with it, but that one person does not want to be on board with you. In an overall setting of more people, you have people who say, you know what, I'm going to be on board with you. So it's going to be a little bit different for you guys, right? It's going to be a little bit different for everybody since it's a general reading, but we want to bring in both sets because that's the way it is. Someone says they see you the way that you're going to be and they're on your side. And if you're single, they're not on your side. Okay, if there's nobody else involved. Get it, got it, good. Okay, let's go. It's because you feel like you're learning. Though, let's just bring this up really fast. 2, it's because you want to collaborate with the ideas that you have. You want to implement these into the now and bring these up and saying, no, I'm going to build this. I'm going to build this. This is my dream. This is my personal development. This is where I think things should be, whether you like it or not. Sometimes we have to do that, though. Watch me go. Ooh. So at the end of the month, there's no happy success just yet. You might have been looking for that happy success, but it's okay because it says you still have the courage. You still have the courage to keep going. No one said that this was going to happen in a month. Maybe somewhere in your head you said within 30 days I will have this. You don't have the overall happy success, but we will figure out why. Don't get down. Don't get up, don't get pessimistic on this situation, my friends. Just because it doesn't 100% happen as happy success does not mean that it's not in the workings. Okay? It says that it's still in a, that's why, because it's still in a transformation, area. So you could say, well, within 30 days, I'm going to have this. Maybe it was a little over optimistic to get exactly what you're looking for. Okay? But that does not mean that you did not get something, because I still feel like you have something. It just hasn't 100% transformed into exactly, it's just going to take a little bit more than 30 days. Does that mean that they're right? In some ways, they could be if they literally told you, that's a sheer shot. You ain't getting that in 30 days. If they tell you that, they're right. But I'm telling you that they're literally telling you, you ain't going to have this at all. That's the understanding that I'm getting, that this will not transform. And maybe it won't transform, but we don't know. We'll see, right? To me, the way I'm seeing it is that they don't have any idea of you transforming this at all. That's the way I see it. But let's just see what the happy success says. Okay. The happy success says you're still saving money, getting secure, taking control, and being frugal. So if you haven't 100% paid off this debt or gotten whatever it is you're doing, you're still in the place of saving. You're still in the place of conservation. You're still in the place of keeping things under control. And for a lot of you, you know what it really feels like is now that you put everything together, this is where the optimism comes in, and I'm going to tell you why. Because it says now you actually have saved money. Now you actually have the plan written down and under control. Here you're just building everything. Maybe they thought you were going to do it in 30 days. But in 30 days, within almost 30 days here, it's literally showing me you finally got it under control. So there is still success. It might not be the success that you said 100 that you were going to have. It might not be, you see what I'm saying? Or what they thought you were going to have. And it might not be that overall happy success, like it just feels like it's not the overall happy success of what you wanted to 100% build. But patience is due, because you will have your rewards. The courage towards the fruits of your labor is surely showing, because you finally got yourself down to a place where it's actually showing that whatever you are building, whatever you are doing, it's working. It might not be done, but it's working. Now, this person can come over here and laugh and say, I told you that wasn't going to work. You know what? No, actually, you're wrong, though. Actually, they're wrong. Because in seriousness, it is working. Because I'm saving money to get out of debt. I'm getting everything together. The planning is coming together, and everything is in control of building towards that success, towards the 9 of Pentacles. So actually they can kind of eat their words, right? And even though it won't be the 100% happy success that you're looking for, you will still feel happy because you will know it's under control. For the transformation of the 10 of Pentacles, well, I just got goosebumps. Because it says, you are showing that the wealth is growing. You're showing that it's coming together. Within 30 days, it might not be 100% done, but it's showing that you're having this success. that the success is in a place of huge transformation. So kudos to you. Kudos to you, my friends, because you are the emperor at the bottom of the deck. It's showing you are in control. You are taking the authority. People are going to see you, right? People are going to see you as the emperor. Even if they can't see what you're maintained in the 30 days of doing so, too bad for them. Because in seriousness, when this comes together, they'll know, because no matter what, you are the emperor. You are taking the authority and the control and the discipline and the focus to this situation, and you are protected. You have protection here in the middle of the deck. You have protection here. Why are you protected? Because you know what you want, you know where you're going, and you're putting all in. So even if it doesn't work out 100% the way that you wanted, it does not mean it was false success or that you did not have success. If anything, you had major success at the end of the month, because it's showing that it's going exactly as the universe wants it planned. Everything has to start from somewhere, and you have the cornerstones ready to rock and roll. Wow. So, you know, hey, sometimes we give time limits on things, right? And they don't always pan out. Okay. And that's okay. Because it's not about 100% having the time limit. It's about where the progress is, and can we proceed to make the progress? Yes, you can. And yes, it's working. Okay, so let's see. Getting an overall card for the reading. I'm going to use the new cards. These sacred souls. Let's see what we got here. Overall reading is, for this success is, yes. No boundaries. Difficult to establish healthy respect. Take care to ensure your needs are met. Wow, it actually rhymes. No boundaries. I also feel like it's with this as well. Don't use boundaries for this success, right? It doesn't have to have boundaries, right? Because as I just said a few minutes ago, wherever you're putting your energy, don't always give it a 100% time, right, to be done. You can give it approximate time, but for something like, that's going on, give it the time to say, what, within 30 days, I will have this building and ready to go, because that's exactly what it's doing, right? So maybe you told them within 30 days, I'll have this done, right? But remember, there's no boundaries. Just wait for perfect timing. Okay. Wow. This is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay. And that was it for you, my friends. Until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.